Welcome, everyone. How are you today? Yes. Well, I'm working with you, Taurus, today. Ruler is Venus for you. And I'm doing kind of a different reading for all my February Clairvoyant Alchemy reads because I received this email on January 19th, and it was speaking about how in February 10th, Venus will return to her place of exaltation in the sign of Pisces, water sign Pisces, where her magical powers will reach their highest height! Exclamation mark. Okay? And Venus traditionally rules the signs of Taurus and Libra. Okay? So, Taurus, here we are for you, ruled by our beautiful love goddess of Venus, and she is exalted and therefore most glorified in Pisces! Exclamation mark. Why? Because Venus is delighted to return to the legendary place of her birth, the deep blue sea. Hail Venus. Sea foam and endless water are her place of origin, where she is transformed into the omnipresent titanic goddess once again. In astrology, Venus represents the universal force of attraction, that which creates union between spirit and matter. And what makes your spirit feel more fully embodied than sensual pleasure and luxury? Correct. In the tradition of astrological magic, Venus's workings can be used for attracting everything that makes life worth living, including love, sex, money, beauty, and creative fulfillment! Exclamation mark. And here, this author, her name is Aeolian Heart. That's her website name. She's not on YouTube. She's a blogger of astrology, but she used this old image of, Aphrodite, Venus coming from the sea, born from the sea. Okay, so while Venus is in Pisces, you can also heal from any sense of unworthiness surrounding love, sex, money, or creativity. Okay, so for those of you with any scars just start healing yourself, Taurus. But Taurus, you're usually the one like you're the bull. You're very powerful in how you're an earth sign, so you're very grounded in many, many positive ways. Okay, so once those scars have been softened, Venus and Pisces magic can be done to attract new romance, a new stream of income, new creative inspiration, or anything else which might make your life more delicious. With plenty of time to anticipate some good fortune, please embrace this beautiful Venusian season. Again, Venus will be transiting Pisces from February 12th through March 6th. Okay, so we literally have like 3 weeks of it happening in February through March. So just make it happen for yourselves. Believe in you, okay? Um, it's powerful magic. It really is. And Pisces, actually, well, I had to deliver it this way. My sun star is Pisces. March 11th is my birth date in the respect. So I just needed to bring this forward. And I have to add, Taurus, that your major arcana card has come through, I think, 3 times from this deck right here, the Hierophant. And it's been crazy good in the respect how this reading has come through. And actually, back in December 31st, I have this new series that I'm delivering, these Angels Bring Loving Miracles readings, which happenstance came from when I did the chakra readings, which I have this information about your chakra here because they want me to talk more about the spiritual awakening of our chakras. Anyway, I did this reading on 12/31, okay, about sexuality. And this is the Archangel Aniel, and she's all about that. And actually, I titled this video, It's Good to Be in Love, and Let's Fall in Love Again, and Archangel Aniel, Venus, Light Earth Connection, okay? Venus, Love, Light Earth Connection. That's exactly what I titled it. And here, then I get this information on January 19th in an email how Venus is exalted in Pisces. Okay, so because I'm not the astrologer, my friends. I don't read too much about astrology unless I'm going to do a specific reading. Then I'll read from my favorite astrologers. But that came into my email box. So I think we've been tapping the table. And honestly, the table has been tapping because so many cards, the exact same card has been coming through. From this exact same deck. Like I said, this Hierophant, if it comes out for you, I just love it. But the Hierophant card from this deck, this is known as the Lover's Tarot deck, and it's a very powerful deck. But I don't use it too much because the images are very simple. You know, when they talk about the swords, they just got 3 swords, 4 swords. You know, there's no pictures, no images, and I like that. I like images. Okay, but let's talk about you for the moment, and then we'll select some cards for this Venus Love Mystical reading that we're going to do here. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, you're the 4th chakra. You're the heart chakra, okay? Venus ruled. Venus is the ruling planet of the bull and the heart, the 4th chakra. Your ability to sympathize with a situation can lead to financial gain as easily as it might lead to a true and lasting formation of endearment and love. The Taurus love of luxury is centered in the heart chakra with Venus, the ruler of beauty, as its guide. Okay, and I also wanted to share with you that that because the 4th chakra, 2 zodiac signs have the 4th chakra, you, Taurus, and Libra is also ruled by Venus. Okay, and so I find it fascinating that came forward for you. And then the heart chakra, also known as the Anahata, about love, hope, compassion. Okay. And for those of you into the crystals, it's aventurine, jade, rose quartz, which I have one right here, kunite, and rhodochrosite. And this element for the heart chakra is like the air. So, you know, if you can get grounded this month of February, and, you know, I'm doing this reading especially because here's February where literally we have the Valentine's on the 14th. So it just kind of all brought it together for me in the respect, well, you know what, I'm gonna highlight this email about Venus exalted in the sign of Pisces, which is about our emotions. Okay, Pisces is all about that, and Pisces is all about the moon too. And here we have this moon supercharged coming at the end on the 31st. I hope everyone does something special. Okay, so I have the 2nd month here, and I chose to do these love readings first, and then I'm going to do a special reading for the month of February, my monthly reading for all zodiac signs, because I'm going to highlight what every single message came from all the zodiac signs, from the cards. Like I can tell you, the Hierophant from this same deck came out 3 times, and that's your trump card, okay? But anyway, it's highlighting the High Priestess. Okay, the High Priestess is all about the moon. All right, Pisces all about the moon. And then we have Amethyst, Jasper, and the goddesses of Brigitte, Kuan Yin, Diana, and Aphrodite. And here we have Aphrodite, also Venus. Okay, Aphrodite Greek, Venus Roman, and we have had Diana, also known as Artemis, come through as well. Okay, and the medicine is rising energy, purification, new growth, honoring and forgiving yourself, self-love, accepting responsibility, planning for the future. Okay, in 2018, what a master code. If you've been following me or you're new to my channel, 2018 is equals 11. 11 is the karmic master code, okay? And 1 + 1 is 2. And I've been saying over and over again how there's a pairing coming this year, whether it's a pairing in business, a friendship, or a love affair. It really is meant to be. It's soulmated, like the cosmic realm, the karmic cosmic realm. You know, it's like karma. It's supposed to come to you, okay? And I believe that. I believe that this is what's going to happen for this year for many of us. You know, us embracing spirituality, of course, and even those maybe not. Somehow they'll meet this partner that's meant to be, you know, a new friendship. I see it that way. Friendship, you know, soul-mated friends, you enjoy company. And it's also been that this partnership, can begin a business too. Okay. And you know, Taurus, you're about that side. You're about that money and stuff like that. Okay. So pay attention. You know, it's that can be like you're supposed like Ben and Jerry's ice cream. You know, Ben and Jerry, you're supposed to make this multi-million-dollar company with ice cream. But it's sincere, okay? And it comes from the universe in the respect. It's supposed to be, it's meant to be. And it also could be, you know, a friendship tie of just friends that you enjoy their company. And it also is about a love affair, okay? And for those of you already married, I believe this as well. You have a concrete love for each other. You believe. You also can begin a business together, okay? So just don't deny yourselves. And Taurus, you know, you're powerful. You're ruled by Venus, my Lord. This is your time to really go within, reflect. Look at that card right in my hand. Reflect, okay? And you're the bull. You're tenacious, okay? You really are. And you have that stability, and you know you are kind of into the material side of things. But that's all right. There's nothing wrong as long as you give back, you pay it forward, you know, donate time, donate whatever it is. You know how to do it. You know, you're very, and I talk about you, Taurus, all the time because when I lived in that condo on the beach, I always love to watch sunrises and I love all my sunsets. But when I'd wake up in the sunrise, in your third eye, okay, Taurus's third eye is the giant red star named Aldebaran. And I could see that star from my balcony on the east side of my condo. And I made a video about it. And Aldebaran is very fascinating. Actually, if you want to look up the Vril Society, VRIL, they were these women who had very, very long hair. This is back in the days of Hitler in the 40s. And Hitler believed that they came from this star and they had superpowers. And you know, he was all into extraterrestrials. But anyway, that's your third eye, okay? And third eye is all about that, you know, intuition, your brow chakra. So, Taurus, you got it going on. Don't ever not believe you don't, okay? Don't ever believe you don't. All right, let me take an exhale here for the moment. If I like to take a deep breath. Oof. Ooh, another one right in my hand. I like when they're right in my hand. Ah. Okay. So, you know, Venus is about. She's the Empress. Her card is the Empress, which we've already had the Empress come through for a reading. So Venus came to the table. And she is about, you know, fertility. She's a mother goddess. She is about spiritual treasure. You know, she brings bounty. She brings beauty. She welcomes lovers. It's wonderful. So Taurus, and I have the goddess, my goddess disc or deck here that I want to just select one at the end. But embrace it and feel it. So, you know, and especially Libra and you, Taurus, you know, put it out there to the universe, make it happen. And your mantra, Taurus, is I have. I have a pair of cojones this big and I can do it. Okay. And I have a giant red star Aldebaran as my brow chakra third eye. Look up Aldebaran, A-L-D-E, Aldebaran, A-L-D-E-B-R-A-N-O-N, I think. Red giant star. Huge. It's a huge, huge star. Look at this. Taurus. Taurus, you received, now this is the first time this king has come through, and it comes through for you as your first pull, Taurus. This is the King of Kings. Okay. The King of Kings. This is the King of Swords, the King of Air. And he's totally masculine active. And when we, because I speak of the kings and queens that they have mastered themselves, they're now in the castle, and some of them do things in a different manner, how they're gonna reflect to their kingdom. But this king is all about having clear conscience. He's a thinker. Okay, where I adore the King of Cups too, the Father card, but he comes so much from his emotions. Sometimes he doesn't think correctly. But no, you Taurus, I'm talking about that third eye, giant red star algebra. Your intuition. Tap your intuition to whatever you're going to do in 2018. Okay, because literally this is the first card pull, and you receive the King of Kings. Now, on my channel, we don't read gender specific. So if you're a female watching this or a male, it's you gotta think like this king. Okay. Now sometimes this king can be, kind of cold and callous because he just knows he has to not get emotional. But it doesn't mean that you can't think it through correctly, intuitively. So if you bring intuition in, that means you're working with your spiritual channel as well. So, but how wonderful. How wonderful. That's fun. That's grand. That's power. Nine of Wands. And you see why I don't work with this deck too much on my YouTube channel, which I know it's a powerful deck, truly. But see, the Nine of Wands, I'd rather see an image of something more than just 9 sticks. But this card has already come through, actually, on our table. And 9s are about those endings and completions, okay? And the wands, the staffs are about fire, passionate energy. So just know you might be, ending a plan or maybe something that really disappointed you. You're thinking about it like, that person or that project or this has disappointed me. And I want to bring this new year, 2018, I want to meet people as a pairing that I connect with, I resonate with. We bond together. Okay. And you're an earth sign, Taurus. So in the respect, like you want to ground with these people, like you want to feel good about them. Like if you have a picnic somewhere and you enjoy your day with them. Okay. And that's what we need. It's not. I truly see that so many are now awakening to spiritual manners, manners, as well, matters and manners. And, we truly want to be around people. We don't have too much time on this planet, okay? I mean, I'm approaching my 58th birthday, and I don't have 58 more years to go. So I truly just want to embrace those who matter to me in a manner, manner, that cohesively joins us together in beauty, love, and shine, and respect, and healing this planet. Okay? So if you need to let go of certain people, you do it gently. This has been a theme since last year. Just let them go and let it be so. And do it gently, lovingly. Let them go. Okay? And you open with the king, the King of Kings. So you know how to say it eloquently, with dignity, and sometimes it's best not to say anything. Just never respond to them again. Okay? And if they contact you like I haven't heard from you, well, you dogged me once, you dogged me twice. Now I cat scratch in your eyeballs for the 3rd time. See what I'm saying about this deck? Now we got the 8 of Cups. Okay, I can see there's 8 cups. I can see all that. But now this card has come through as well. Now, this is the first time this king has come through. So, Taurus, you receive first pull the King of Kings. Okay, he's the highest king in the court card, in the court decks. But both these cards have come through already. Okay, and this is the 8 of Cups, the 8 of water. All right, now you can see they're gold, and 8 is about those powers of success. Okay, and So believe in yourselves, whatever you're going to meditate on. And definitely that's been a huge theme as well. You gotta take that time, shut off technology, go within. It's like organic self. You have to think like the ancient wisdoms when, none of this information is, pressed on your brain, television and computers and all that. You need to be like, and if you can get outside, Earth sign Taurus, even if it's on your balcony, you're looking out a window or your backyard or whatever it is, go to a park, a beach if you could, lake, so you get earth, air, fire, and water, and pray to spirit. But there's power and success already here with this 8 of Cups. Okay? And that's good. That's good. It's like you're going to have the charm. And Taurus people are very charming. I really, yes. Because you're very powerful people. And you know how to work people, and you're Venus ruled. You know how to make people smile, okay? You know how to, you just know people attract to you. So, but make this happen, okay? Make this as, sociable, not sexual in the respect, unless, it's your lover, but just be sociable and intellectual, and people will come to you. You will see. Especially for those of you who want to create something brand new. You have Venus with all this creativity coming through in the sign of Pisces in the respect of how your emotions. And that's why, sometimes we got to tap our emotions. As a Pisces sun, sometimes I even cry on these videos because I'm so emotional. And I don't even know where it comes from. Okay? Because I try to be steadfast and sit down and just do a reading, and all of a sudden I'm crying in one. I still don't get it. But it happens. But you make sure that it happens for you, okay? And you also, with this card, okay, and see, back in the day, I would write on my cards when I opened up a deck, and I've had this deck, oh my gosh, it has to be, way before YouTube, okay? Third pick, okay? And 3 is, the Empress card, creativity, Venus, Empress Venus. I talk about her a lot. So just be creative. Contemplate. Put your house in order. Wait on the will of heaven. Donate whatever you needed and let it go. And people too. Let it be so. Let it be so. You're in charge mentally. Creativity. And with Venus, you have the mental aptitude of power here. The King of Kings opened up the reading for you. And again, male or female, doesn't really matter. Just think like this king, okay? And then the power of success is here. And end what no longer serves, okay? And that, sad to add, if you have to let go of family members, let them go. I think sometimes, I know in my own personal self, they're the worst. Look at this, how beautiful. Now we have the Prince of Coins. Now this is the first time. So Taurus, you've received first time the King of Kings. And now we have the Prince of Coins here, the Prince of Earth. This is the first time this card's come through. Just for you, Taurus, the Prince of Earth. And we love when the Prince and the Princess or the Knight and Page come through, because they're already in the castle. Okay, they're already in the castle. But this is the young blood. So we have a lot of energy to make coin, to make resources, grow. We have the energy to make money, prosper. And you have power and success here with the 8 of Cups. And the Cups comes is a water sign in the respect of our emotions, but emotionally you're ready. You opened up with the King. So you're clearly thinking about this destiny to come for you. Okay? And yes, sometimes we have to let people go, especially those maybe jealous of you or don't get you. Let them go and let the universe take care of them. Okay? Not all of us can handle everybody. And the older I get, like I said, I don't have 58 years more on this planet. And, you know, I used to try to help all my family. I was the firstborn of all my cousins and everybody. And it's like I can't help all of them, especially when, you know, since coming on YouTube, they don't get me at all. So I exit from them. Look how beautiful. Wow, Taurus. I think Venus is with you here. Look how beautiful. Beautiful. And you're the first one to receive this card now as well, Taurus. The Ten of Cups. Isn't this lovely? The Ten of Cups is when you've come to that, you know, tens of the last and the minor arcanas, and you've achieved your workings. You've achieved the fruition. You have your family and your children, and you have your grandchildren, and it's you know, you see, you know, that's why, you know, I like to see images, you know, like here. I respect the Eight and power of success of the Eight of Cups, but I like to see a visual. And here we have like that tree of life here, and you can see the couple there by a body of water, because the element of the cups is water, our emotions, and yet they've worked it. Okay, there's no free ride. They made it happen. They have their family. They take care of others, and people respect them because they give back. You know, because we can't. You know, it's not about making money to. You know, oh, I have 10 cars and I have this. That, you know, you can't take that with you when you exit. So, you know, just, and I agree in giving back to communities and, you know, donate, goodwill, give to the animals. Boy, another card that's the first time come through. That's nice. I like this. Judgment. Okay, major arcana card now. Okay. So now we have the Judgment card coming through. And this is an intense card, because now the higher forces are watching you in the respect how you've been living your life. How have you been living your life? Have you been a good-hearted king? With you obviously have attained the 10 of hearts, and you obviously have worked it hard and achieved success through the 8 of hearts, cups, okay, water. But now, what is the Judgment call for you? I would say that'd be positive, okay? You give back, you take care of your people, your children, your family, okay? And you know, sometimes the Judgment card can also mean like transformation. In case this doesn't resonate with you yet, just know, you know, in the Egyptian mythology, which I started following in my 20s, God Thoth was the master magician, the writer, everything, the god with the ibis head. And he was married to goddess Maat, M-A-A-T. And she literally, when the Egyptians believed that they would balance what you did in your life with a feather to take your heart, because, you know, they removed all the organs from the body when they would mummify the bodies. And they would remove the heart and weigh it on a scale to a feather. And if your heart weighed more than a feather, you're going to the demon's devil den. Okay. But if your heart was as light as a feather in the balance of things of how you lived on this planet, then you went to eternal beauty. Eternal beauty. Okay. All right. Well, so that's pretty strong. I'm not familiar. This deck here, the Lover's Path Tarot, is literally mythology where these people had lived, you know, like Cleopatra and Caesar and Isis and Osiris. These people lived, they're documented. But I don't know who Tannhauser and Elizabeth is. So maybe we might read that. Let me stand this here for a moment. because I'm not familiar with this couple of how their love affair was about. Okay? The Hangman. Okay, well, we have received this card as well already. Because every time the Hangman Major Arcana card comes through, I always think of Odin. You know, Odin, Norse mythology, how he hung upside down and he spied the runes, and that's how the runes began and was the alphabet for the Vikings. Yeah, the same card has come through already. And we talk about this card because it's about A or B or K or X, Y, Z. Are you here to self-sacrifice your life for the good of all? Or are you here to self-sabotage your life for the greedy and the shady? Okay. So, represent yourself correctly. And the Hangman is all about planet Neptune, which is Pisces' planet. So, like I mentioned, this exact same card has come through already. So, just believe in this code of your ruler, Taurus, Venus, in the sign of Pisces. Okay, I think that's why this card came through. Because it's about self-sacrifice. It is about being into the mystic, the spirituality, right? And I'm as a Pisces, Sunborn, March 11th. I'm all about the mystic. Okay, I mean, I love it. But with the mystic, trust. Once you start going into the mystic, the dark forces will come. Because they're like, who you think you be? And, you have to fight hard. But Taurus, you're the bull, and you know how to fight hard. And that's why I love you. That's why I love you. And again, your third eye. Red Star Aldebaran. Look it up. Okay, 5 of Wings. Okay, now, I think the 5 of Swords has already come through. The wings in this deck is the swords, air element. But not from this deck. But the 5 of Change has already come. Now, they call it defeat in this deck. Which, this deck, I really, truly, this is another deck. I have my True Love Tarot here. I've used this deck ever since I've been on the YouTube. And I find it works with me very well. However, some of the words they use, I don't agree with. Okay, like 5s. The 5 of Swords. Like, I don't look at that as defeat. I look at that as change. I look at 5s as changes, and we're going to, move forward. We're going to travel on. Okay. Whatever didn't happen or didn't agree with us, that's all right. We're just going to move on. And release those, truly, release those, even if it's family, just truly. The older you get, now maybe if you're 20 years old and you're watching this, you might not understand what I mean, but, if you're approaching your 40s, some people you just got to let them go. And you know what? The crazy thing, they'll come around again. Trust that. They will. They will come around. Because truly, 2018 is turning into the year of spirituality. I feel that with all my heart and soul. I started YouTube in 2011, November 2011. And 2011. And it was, kind of crazy back then. In the respect, everybody was everywhere. Dark, light, bright, not, white, But now, it's pretty concrete. You can't, nobody can just hocus pocus, Either you're real or you're not. So, not many can make videos on this YouTube and be legit if they're still thinking they can shady us with their... I'm not even going to talk about who I feel is the shadiest one yet, but anyway, so change, movement forward. And the butterflies mean all about transformation. Okay, transformation. And positive transformation. Butterflies. And the thing about butterflies, they don't live that long. Once they go into that cocoon cocoon, and then they exit as beautiful. They don't live very long. I think it's just a few months or something. You know, so, but I would never use defeat for this word, for this energy in my hand. But, you know, if you have to exit from somebody or situations, just move forward, my darlings, okay? Believe in you. Believe in you. You opened with the King of Kings, okay? That doesn't happen very often as well. And the King of Kings, the King of Swords, doesn't come through very often as well, okay? Especially to open a reading. So, and for you, Taurus, I find that fascinating. And, you know, he is, even though he's air element, he's outside in the air, but he's grounded on Mother, okay? So please, get outdoors, okay? Get grounded, you know, go hiking, whatever feels good, go to a park. If you live by the ocean, more power to that. Just believe. Look at this. This is nice. This is great. Look at that. Taurus. See the king you are. And you receive the King of Air, okay, the King of Kings, and then another masculine active with the King of Fire from 2 different decks. Okay. So you see, Taurus, you are the bull. You're I mean, it's fascinating. Not, you know, the bull is a very powerful animal. A very powerful animal. And it's positive that you received 2 kings. You're the first one to do it so far. Okay. For this February. Venus Mystical Love readings I'm doing for my Clairvoyant Alchemy. So, you know, get that like spiritual attraction towards you as the king. Stand strong. And if for the females, this is how we do it. Okay. We think like kings too. Queen, kings, whatever it is. You just know that here we have, it's all male active. Male active, whether you're a man or female, doesn't really matter. You just think. If a female has to think like a man, so be it. And if you men think like who you are, okay? How wonderful. I don't think I've held a King of Swords and a King of Fire in my hands in a long time. Double whammy, I'm going to call this, okay? And that I'm talking to Taurus, one of the most powerful animals. Okay. How beautiful. So the King of Roses in this deck is the fire element sign. So it's wonderful. And they're both sensual, you know. You can see how the King of Roses holds his rose like, oh, baby, I love you. You know, it's cool. Wow. And he's outside too. So you get grounded. Get outside. You know, and the kings are all about that. They've mastered themselves. They're in the castle. They're the rulers in the castle. And they have the kingdom to rule. And that's why we want to be respected. You know, for you, Taurus, especially, you know, you want to move forward and people respect you, then you got to think like this energy I have in my hand. About that power, that bull responsibility of power you have, okay? And mastering yourself and having some expertise in, you know, in organization, okay? And stability. This is fun. I like that. I love that. You know what? I'm just going to go here for the moment. I just want to know who these two, what time is it? Oh, yeah, we got it. Okay, so I want to know with the Judgment card, because this is a very powerful card in the respect of ancient, you know, Egyptology wisdom. Like judgment was everything to them. How you lived your life. How you lived your life would dictate how you're going to go to the stars, you know. Because, you know, they came from the stars, so they go back to the stars. So how you lived your life. And this is by Chris Waldron, creator of the Goddess Tarot. I think I have that deck too somewhere. Okay, Judgment. The lovers are Tannhauser and Elizabeth. The key words are choices, passages, and changes. Okay, so now we already have this card. Where's that 5? Oh, here we have. Okay, so the 5 of Swords. Okay. So this is what I believe 5s are about. Changes, movement forward. Okay. And the key words are choices, passages, and changes. Though Tannhauser loved the virtuous Elizabeth, he left her to wander the world in search of adventure. During these travels, Tannhauser enchanted Venus, the goddess of love. Oh my God. Oh. See the synchronicity now for you, Taurus? Okay. That's wonderful. You know, that's wonderful. So let's reread this, because I have no clue who Tannhauser and Elizabeth, but here we have it. Okay. One more time. Though Tannhauser loved the virtuous Elizabeth, he left her to wander the world in search of adventure. During these travels, Tannhauser enchanted Venus, the goddess of love. Venus quickly seduced the Mensinger. I'm sorry, people. I don't know what that word means. Venus, the goddess of love. She quickly seduced the Minne singer. Minne. I've never heard that word before. I apologize. Okay. I don't want to take away from this reading. Okay. Venus quickly seduced the Minnesinger and brought him to her magical kingdom. In time, he longed for his true love, Elizabeth. Unable to prove himself worthy of her to others, he went on a journey to repent. Upon his return, Elizabeth collapsed into his embrace and expired, leaving only her pure love behind. Oh my goodness, this is kind of deep. And the meaning? A choice that must be made, sometimes between higher and lower impulses. Passage into the next phase of life, self-knowledge. Okay, so here we have, we have the hangman here as well. Whether you self-sacrifice or self-sabotage. And, I love to read about ancient people and ancient wisdom, but I've never heard about these people. But here he came to Venus. So if this can resonate with any of you, that you love one, but it's not meant to be, then, do a beautiful prayer for them and ritual, however you like to do, and make sure that love exists forever, okay? Forever. It may not be physical love on this planet, but when we all pass from this body vessel, our soul will find those loves. I believe in that. Our soul knows, that's what soulmates are all about. Tannhauser and Elizabeth. And there's judgment in everything, so just believe. But here we had Venus come for you today, Taurus, through this judgment card. And again, the judgment is a powerful card. And like I mentioned, and I'm kind of correlating it right now with how the Egyptians believed in weighing the soul, with on a scale to a feather, the heart, weighing the heart, and how does your soul going to pass to? Okay, so either you sacrifice yourself in this world today to have a better tomorrow in the next realm, or you just sabotage yourself. So please don't sabotage. There's no reason anymore. There's no reason for that. Okay, let me turn my head because I know these images and I don't want to see them. So I'm going to close my eyes and turn my head, and I like to pick a nice card just for you, Taurus. So let's see what we selected. What? Oh, that's crazy. Wait a minute. Oh, look at the high priestesses here again. Are you kidding me? Oh, Isis and Osiris. I'm not going to read all these. Look at this. Okay, hold on a moment. Okay. Suzanne Sedon-Belay is the artist of all these cards. I've talked about her before because way before YouTube. I mean, back when I was in my late 20s, I fell in love with this lady named Suzanne Sedon-Belay. She was an artist, but she died, like, I want to say 10, 12 years ago from cancer at the age of 43. And she was Brazilian, and, you know, I follow the Orishas very well, and Brazil embraces the Orisha wisdom. But anyway, so I was so addicted to her. This is way before tarot and even finding my runes. I was just addicted to this artist. And so here we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess just came again yesterday. And now we have Isis and Osiris, the lovers that, from the Egyptian mythology. I'm not sure I'm going to spend time reading about them, but this card, okay, is the leopard card. And so I have her animal deck, okay, because I have her book. I need to bring it out. I have her book of her beautiful paintings. Actually, no, I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up right now. What time is it? Hold on. If you don't mind, just 1 second, one moment, okay? It's just right around the corner here because I love this artist so much. I wanted to dedicate so much to this artist, okay? Hold on a moment. I just saw it here. Okay, I just did. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I loved her. Okay. And I've always been into goddess energy and everything. And actually, one of my viewers sent this image to me of Yamaya, okay? But this was her book, see? Suzanne Sedon-Belay, okay? The goddess paintings, okay? And this is all the beautiful goddesses that she painted, all these beautiful goddesses. Oh, this was a rainbow of my balcony back in the day. Oh, beautiful. I mean, I embraced her. And this is way before tarot, okay? And even finding my, in the runes and the respect, I love this one. But I'm just kind of, for you, Taurus, now, this is the card I selected. Okay, these cards I just saw, and this card just came through yesterday. And here's Isis and Osiris, how much, they were the loves. They started pretty much the pantheon in Egypt. But this comes from her animal deck. And this deck is about the gods and goddesses, okay? And that I pulled this, and I was even thinking, where's that animal deck I had? And you can see, this is the first, because back in the day I would write on my cards, the first pick. So this card should not even be in this deck, is what I'm trying to say, okay? But here we have, first pick, the leopard, okay? And back in the day, when I was even a young girl, I loved the Black Panther leopard. Like, for some reason, I was so attracted to that animal. And I even drew a picture. I think I was like 12 years old of a Black Panther. Yeah. Okay, so, but this, I handpicked this card for you, Taurus. The leopard. The symbology. Stealth, strength, purity. Leopards are phenomenal hunters known for their stealth and ability to stalk prey. The snow leopard, which is this one right there. The snow leopard, which lives in the mountains of Central Asia, is among the more mysterious of the species and was believed to have drawn the blood of its human victims without eating the flesh. By feeding on the life force, blood, okay, in parentheses, by feeding on the life force of blood and avoiding weakness, flesh, the leopard was thought to maintain its strength and purity. Okay, so see, here we go. Animal spirits knowledge cards. And I have this animal deck too, and I was always like, what happened to my panther deck? And you can see all the third eyes in here. I can't bring the images too close because people say it gets blurry, but you can see the female here. She's got this third eye, and we were just talking about you with your third eye of a giant star. It's a red star. It's huge. It's huge. It's bigger than our sun star. Aldebaran. Aldebaran. See? How beautiful. So now I know where this went to. How did it get in here? I don't know, but it meant to come out for you. You know, I'm just going to select one more. Just one more. One more. And you know, I did Libra yesterday for you, for Venus. Libra and Taurus, you're ruled by Venus. And the High Priestess. I didn't pick her, but she was like, what just happened for you right here? Okay, so, you know, get outside. The High Priestess is the direct representative of the goddess on earth. Okay, and you're earth ruled, or you're an earth sign. She has direct responsibility for functions that ensure fertility and ongoing creation. Priestesses often were responsible for ensuring rain, for the goddess was the river of dew and of rain. They often tended a sacred flame, the embodiment of creative spark of life. And we've been talking about how you're going to create, okay? The High Priestess, the great goddess herself, a universal figure found in such diverse guises as Isis in Egypt. As Isis in Egypt. And here we have Isis and Osiris. Look at that. You know what? It's just too cool. I gotta hang it up because YouTube doesn't allow me. Let you know what to say, okay? The High Priestess. The High Priestess is the great goddess herself. She's known as Isis in Egypt, Kuan Yin throughout all of Asia. And I'm going to do a special Chinese because I think on February, I think 10th or something, the Chinese is going into the year of the dog. We've got to do a special video for them. Athena in Greece and Rhiannon among the Celts. This goddess is all-knowing and all-wise. She creates life out of herself and bestows life-giving waters. At the proper time, she takes life away so that the divine spark in each person may be freed to continue on its journey. The High Priestess is a reminder of the innate wisdom in each of us. She demands that we connect to the divine spark within and manifest it in the world. And here we have this master karmic code of 11, 2 and 2. And 2 is the High Priestess. Major Arcana card number 2 is the High Priestess. And Isis and Osiris. And I did a lovely reading with Isis just last month. Okay. One more time. What time is it? Okay. Iranra. Oh my Lord. I don't know how to pronounce that. She sounds Celtic to me. There's a full moon, and this powerful full moon coming here. Iranrod. Okay, she is IRANRHOD. Forgive me, my friends who know this goddess. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. Iranrod is a matriarchal Welsh triple moon goddess, both virgin and mother, famed for her beauty. She may be identical to the Cretan moon goddess Ariadne. Like all moon goddesses, she has a special love, concern, and responsibility for all life, especially for the green growing things of the earth. There we have it for you, Taurus, earth. Love it. One derivation of her name is High, Fruitful Mother who turns the wheel of the heavens. The other is Silver Wheel. Her name tells us of her role as keeper of the heavens and of the cycles and changes of time. She lives in a castle. She lives in a castle. She lives in a castle in the Corona Borealis, where she watches over souls in a purgatory filled with beings awaiting rebirth. And that's what this Master 11 code is. You know, a rebirth from death of all the years prior. This is a brand new year to pair up with beautiful ones. Beautiful ones. Ariarnhad keeper of time, giver and nurturer of life, shows us the universality and cyclicity of our lives. She is there to nurture us through the dark night of our soul changes. See, we're all going to be kings. We're all going to be kings of swords and king of fire. I'm not familiar with this goddess, but anyway, I found my leopard. How did that get in this deck? So that's so cute that it, you can see, because back in the day I would ride my car, and this is the first car. And it was so cool to me because I would paint panthers as, you know, in grade school, especially Black Panthers. I just loved it. And here I have my beautiful Suzanne Sedon Belay. I mean, she's just, I mean, all her images, you know, I don't know. When did she pass? I don't even want to think of it. She was born in 1941. Okay, they're not talking about her in here when she passed, but I loved her. Yeah, but that's her picture. Look how she was just so pretty. And this man dedicated. He set up this book. Yeah, they don't say how she. Her heart expresses her interest in myth and Jungian philosophy, psychology, as well as her study of worldwide spiritual traditions and her love of animals. I loved her. And I love you all, my darlings. Believe in you. And I pray for you all, and make 2018 your best year yet. Think like king of the king of kings of swords and the king of fire. Okay? Believe in yourselves. Make it happen. You can do it, Taurus. We know you can. Love to all. Ciao.